So I've been getting more and more requests about the possibility of obtaining a broker-dealer, a securities broker-dealer license for cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and the like, and taking away the fact that in March there was a reaffirmation that all digital currencies, so think about your Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, were in fact commodities. It seems extremely difficult to sort of break through in the traditional securities broker-dealer market to perhaps say, offer ICO tokens or something like that, right? And without running through the machinations of what you have to do to become a licensed broker-dealer in the United States, it's pretty intensive, right? You can buy them off the shelf. It's a little easier, but you need, the requisite licensure. In turn, if you wanted to organically create one, there's registration with the SEC, there's registration with your SRO, there's affiliating with a clearing firm, which is going to be very difficult, especially considering what you're dealing with crypto, if that's the model. You have to join the SIPC, and there's a whole realm of protocols, which I won't get into here because it's really probably not likely that one would pursue it without having an existing broker-dealer model in place and having the requisite licensure. So that brings us to obviously offshore, and the question becomes, what is an ideal location for an offshore securities dealer? And the obvious place to me has always been Vanuatu. And Vanuatu is an island, to the extent you don't know, that is over by Australia, somewhere around there. But it has a very streamlined approach to obtaining a securities dealer license, and that securities dealer license goes farther than just traditional products, but also includes what are really commodities. So what you'll see is a lot of your Forex, a lot of your binary options dealers are registered in Vanuatu, and the process can take about 6 weeks, which is, by offshore standards, pretty quick. Your main cost is a security bond or a fidelity bond in the amount of $50,000, which, depending on credit, can cost you about $3,000 US. And the process and the application costs about $500. So it's exceedingly easy. I've been through it. The process in terms of like turnaround and what you have to provide them is far less than what you find in most applications for money transmitter licenses, like in the event that you wanted to go sort of the crypto route for crypto exchange. But Vanuatu is the place to go, and it gives you full authority under the laws of Vanuatu to deal in securities, deal in commodities, deal in Forex, deal in really whatever you willst. Obviously, as a United States citizen, you have to be cognizant and wary of the interpretation of U.S. laws and how you may or may not solicit U.S. customers. But, being outside the United States, if you in fact are, then you don't necessarily have the same concerns that, a resident of the U.S. would. But it's a valid license. It's recognized by a great number of nations, especially in Asia, Australia, and other similar developed nations. So it's definitely the place to go. And I think when you're looking at the uphill climb that you face domestically to create a broker-dealer, albeit there could be significant value to it. There's near impossibility in clearing penny stocks these days. So to suggest that you're going to clear some sort of ICO token is really, you're really grasping, right? Especially when you consider that you have to register with the SEC and FINRA in order to operate. So I think it's a bit remote. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying you can't do it, but it's a bit difficult. So, if you're going the offshore route, there's only one place really that and it's really unbeatable. You look at Seychelles, you look at Cyprus, you look at Malta. They have some options. They're good, they're strong, they're not as good, and they're not as cost effective, and they're not as timely as Vanuatu is. So I would definitely check it out. If you have questions, be sure to hit me up. My contact information is below. I'm Adam Tracy. I'll talk to you next time.